welcome to UTV Guna and our show. We're Roaring Gunners from the City of Joy. We're Saradeep from the Arsenal Bengal official supporters group. Hi, bro. How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm not too good, bro. I've been sick all day, man. Not feeling great at all. But you know, it's one of them things. I think it's like a little bit of a cold or flu kind of symptoms I have. But yeah, not
I-
feeling too good. But
is it because of the heat wave in England?
no, I don't know. I just woke up like feeling not well and sore throat. I did a COVID test, it was negative. So yeah, I don't know what I think it's just like a general cold or flu. Um,
Take rest, man. Take
yeah,
rest.
I've been home most of the day in bed, but yeah, man. As always, I appreciate your time coming on to do the show. Luckily, my voice is all
Mm.
right, so I can still talk with you. And yeah, so much to talk about. So let's start with our match against Crystal Palace. Great win. We knew it was showtime. We had a great preseason, great transfer window so far, and things were looking good. But we had to go there and show it when the real business started, and we had a good first half. Not such a good second half, but we got the win 2-0. Your thoughts on the game?
Outstanding, to be honest. This is the kind of start that we wanted, as we conjured up a very decent team. And again, as I said, that if we don't get the win in the very first match, then everyone will be back on that deja vu. Yeah, it was an outstanding performance. You could see the difference in quality if you compare it with last season. So it was outstanding. I think we started the game superbly. The way we pressed, the way we attacked. It was first 20, 25 minutes. It was all Arsenal, and it resulted to a first goal. And I think, yeah, as you said, in the second half we were second best for some time. But I think that is as we survived those minutes when Crystal Palace was in the ascendancy, it shows that we have the character that we have had in that we have in the team at this very moment regarding our defensive way. And I think the performance was I was more impressed with the way with the resilience of ours in the second half more than the way we attacked, because it being the players that we added, we you could see that we were going to be attacking, we were going to be flamboyant in the offense. But the way we defended, man, William Saliba, I was telling you that we can't afford to lose him, and Arteta has listened to me. For it's a great thing that Saliba played, and you could see the quality. He's just 21. Can you imagine? He's just 21, and he was dealing with the likes of Zaha, with the likes of Mateta, and all the physical players of Crystal Palace, and he was at ease. It seemed that he has been playing in the league for 2 3 years. So it was an outstanding performance, I'll have to say. The way we have started is great. Now we have to, continue it with our games against Leicester and then on. Because if we can go into a little run at the start of the season, because after that, we do have some difficult games and all regarding the way we will be playing like the Liverpool City, Tottenham, I think. So yeah, it's a very good start and looking forward to the next games.
Yeah, for sure. Saliba was outstanding. Hoping we can
And
get.
yeah, I would also like to mention Ben White as well. He was playing out of position, but the way he played, the way he, kept Zaha at bay was quite commanding as well. Because I think this will be the way going forward for me. Because as long as Tomiyasu is not fit, as long as Tomiyasu is injured or something like that, I think Arteta is going to go with Ben White as right back, and I think this is a good decision. And the way he played against Palace on Friday, it shows that he can do the job at that position as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, he did really well. A couple other players that were making their debuts for us, along with Saliba, were Zinchenko and Jesus, two of our summer signings.
Yeah,
Your thoughts on their performances?
yeah, Jesus was outstanding. The only thing that he didn't get was his goal, because you could see the flamboyancy in his passing. He looks hungrier. He looks a different metal altogether. Because last season at City he was more of a squad player, coming off from the bench and maybe getting occasional goals and all. But now he's the focal point of Arsenal's attack. So and he is living up to the billing so far. That we have seen the bits of him in the preseason and now in the opening game, in the opening game as well. He looks the real deal. He looks the player who's ready to who's ready to conquer, who is ready to do the things for us in terms of our attack. And he was outstanding. The only thing that he didn't get was his goal. And also, yeah, Zinchenko, I won't say he had the best of games. I think he was quite solid. That I will say he was not that. I can't really find a moment that where he played a huge part. But in the goal, he played a huge part. His header, his cushion header back to Martinelli was the reason that we scored the goal. And so, yeah, overall, very impressed with Zinchenko, very impressed with Jesus, and super impressed with William Saliba as well.
Okay, and we got to mention Ramsdale. Couple of amazing saves he made.
Yeah, outstanding. You have to say that he is. I think the more we see Ramsdale, the more we kind of realize why Arteta went for him last season, despite of all the concerns that we have, and that that teaches us that teaches us another thing as well. That don't be a pundit by yourself, my friend. These guys, they know a lot better than us, because almost, I think 90% of Arsenal's fan base were against the Ramsdale signing last season, because we wanted a different position last season. Maybe we wanted a striker, different player. We were looking for midfielders, but when the news of Ramsdale came through, everybody was not okay. They were skeptical. But you can see what he's bringing. Outstanding performance yet again. Yet again, the saves he kind of made, was great. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the transfer window now. So it's quiet in terms of links with players coming to us. In terms of players leaving us, though, it's confirmed that Torreira's gone to Galatasaray, Pablo Mari's gone on loan to Udinese, and Berlin.
Monza. He has gone to Monza.
Oh, okay. I thought it
He's
was
gone to Monza. Monza. He's gone to Syria club. Monza.
okay. I thought it was Udinese. But yeah, okay, so he's gone on loan, I think with option to buy, so that should be the end of his career with us. Him, along with Torreira and Berlin, as I was saying, it seems like his contract's going to get cancelled. They're trying to resolve that situation. Betis don't want to pay any money, but it seems like something's going to be done, but he'll be leaving us as well. So these are three players that we know we've been trying to get out, and we wish them well with their new clubs. But now, hopefully, that's opened up space for us to bring the players in. It seems like it might be left till quite late in the transfer window. Where seems like we're negotiating, with the whole Tielemans situation. There's rumours that we're saying to Leicester that okay, we'll wait till his contract finishes next season and get him for free if you're not willing to accept the price we're offering to pay now. So it might be one of those with him. And if there is any other players that we're going to get in, that does go on to right towards the end of the transfer window. But your thoughts on the players that we need to still bring in and the links that we are players that we are linked with.
First of all, I'll be telling you one thing about our outgoings, because we have let go Lucas Torreira. Pablo Mari is gone as well on loan. Nuno Tavares is gone to Marseille, and he has done well, by the way. He scored a goal for Marseille. Folarin Balogun was playing against him, and Folarin Balogun also scored a goal. Marseille won it 4-1, but both Tavares and Balogun scored, so it's all win-win for Arsenal. So yeah, and in terms of Mari, I think Mari has gone on loan, and I think the obligation of buy to Mari comes if Monza stays in the Serie A next season as well. So if they survive in the Serie A this season, so I'm going to be supporting Monza as well if was in the Serie A. So please take him away. So just stay in the Serie A this season, and next season he's all yours. Thank you very much. So I think Pablo Mari has been an ISO, because to be honest, he has been absolutely out of sorts at Arsenal. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't want to be too much critical. I don't want to be too critical on him, because he was just a panic buy, at the time. And I don't know. I really don't know why he came and what he did. He did absolutely nothing. But best of luck to him. Also, Bayerin. I think Bayerin's contract gets cancelled or whatever happens. It's good for him to go as well. But we still need to offload some players, because we still need to offload the likes of Maitland Niles, Reece Nelson. I don't know, maybe Nicola Pepe as well, because because if you're going to sign a winger, if you're looking for someone the likes of Gakpo or Antonio, someone in that kind of stature players, I think we'll have to let either Nelson, Pepe go, because otherwise I don't see we are getting a winger. And in terms of the links, I think we have been linked with the likes of I think we've been linked with I'm just forgetting his name. We've been linked with a player. Yeah, Jeremy Pino of Villarreal. I am seeing his name being in the social media and in the Twitter a lot. That several outlets, although unconfirmed, they are linking Jeremy Pino with us because they're saying that both Arsenal and Liverpool are interested in. And I was watching him. He's just 19 years old and he has done well. He looks a good player. So I won't mind getting Jeremy Pina in because I think still we need a midfielder. We haven't been linked, and I think you are absolutely right regarding the Tielemans situation because I think we are playing the patience game here because there is no one in for Tielemans at this very moment. So if it continues till the last week of the transfer window or 2 3 days remaining of the transfer window, Leicester will be obliged to they will be forced to sell Tielemans whatever price they we offer. So we may go if we get Tielemans right now, we may have to pay 20 25 million for him. But if we are if the deal is happening, if the deal happens in the last week of the transfer window, maybe in the time regarding August 26 to 28, this period of time, we may get him for 10 15 million because at that moment of time, Leicester will be they will have to sell him, but by whatever penny they get, because if it crosses the deadline days, then they're losing Tillemans for free because the Belgian is not going to sign for them. He's not going to extend his contract. So Leicester will have to sell him whatever the money that we or any other club offers. So unless and until there is a bidding war for Tillemans or any other clubs come in for him, I think we are going to play the patience game, and at the very end moment, we are going to swoop in and get the player. I think that is the strategy, and I'm quite happy with that as well. So yeah, if the linked players, there is not much of a link. Jeremy Pino is the only player that I'm seeing that has been linked with us. But so far, it's good. It's okay. Because we need a midfielder. We need a midfielder. We need a winger as well. But I don't think we are going to get a winger unless like as I said, Nelson or Pepe leaves.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think it's like I'm saying, probably going to go right down to the last few days before we get one or two more players in. Let's hope we can get at least one more player in. Let's talk now a little bit about some of the other results this weekend for some of our rivals. Let's start with Man United. Really struggled against Brighton. I predicted they'll lose that one. I didn't even think it'd be too much of an upset. I thought just if you look at the
Yeah,
situation, they're in a bad way. We know they got that whole mess with Cristiano Ronaldo going on. They got the new manager. There doesn't seem a lot of unity there at the moment. And we know Brighton are a good team, and they went there and played well and deserved to win. So congratulations to Brighton. Your thoughts on that one?
I'm very, I'm just, quite, what should I say? I was spellbound by as I was seeing how obnoxious Manchester United have become. The midfield is a joke. They can't sign players. Their talisman Cristiano Ronaldo wants to leave, so they have a new manager. And as Ten Hag was signed, United fans were saying that we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. He's going to bring the glory days back or something like that. Even some fans were saying like this as well that he's the proper deal, but you can see same old United again. So yeah, I'm very happy the way things are going at Old Trafford. And yeah, they were abysmal. I'll have to say Brighton were outstanding in the first half. Danny Welbeck, Pascal Gross, all those players. Even you have to say the way Brighton played. They are missing two of their best players. Yves Bissouma has gone to Spurs. Kukureya has gone to Chelsea as well. So, but still, you have to give a lot of credit to Graham Potter and his managerial style as well. He he inspired Brighton to get a result in the opening day at Manchester United, and they haven't done that before. So yeah, credit to Brighton and United in a huge mud. I see. There is no telecast of Sky Sports in India because Sky those channels are not available in India. But whatever we get a glimpse of it through YouTube channels, and I see Gary Neville always blabbering a lot of things that Arsenal are inexperienced, Arsenal this, Arsenal that, they are not going to get in, and whatever it is. He is one of the most, illogical pundits that I've seen, along with the likes of Paul Scholes and Michael Owen, all having Manchester United connections. And, I think it's better if they look at their own house rather than, picking at the neighbors. So, yeah, they've been out absolutely outplayed, I will say. Even the goal that United scored was a gifted one. They shouldn't have been getting that, you know. So yeah, it was very satisfying to see, I will say. That is the answer that, every time they play, they have a lot of things to do, and I hope they don't do that, because I really don't think United are that force at this moment, and you can see the reflection of that in the transfer window as well. Look at the players they have wanted, and they haven't got many players in the past, and even in this window as well. They wanted many players who haven't come yet, or who may not come. You can see with the likes of Frankie De Jong what happened. De Jong is not coming, and now they are going for they were going for Marco Arnautovic as well, and Bologna said them no. So you can see what's happening at United, because they wanted a 33-year-old striker from Serie A club Bologna, and the Bologna and that Italian club told them no, we are not going to give the player to you. You can see what happened with the likes of Pogba. They sold Pogba to Juventus for free. They signed him back for 90 million, and now Pogba has joined Juventus back for a free transfer. So that's worse than us. We are often, criticized for, underselling our players, not getting enough money by our selling for United. They are a joke out there. So yeah, it's very satisfying, as I said. Once they were, whatever the history, whatever they had, and whatever the audacity and the what that I can say audacity, the kind of, what can I say, man, self superior thinking that they had. I think that's gone, and that's very satisfying to see. And I think that they're going to suffer a lot more. I think the suffering won't end here, right here. I think they are in a huge mud, and it will take a huge work for them to get out of there.
Yeah, let's hope they have a really bad season. Two of our other main rivals, Tottenham and Chelsea, did win on the weekend. Tottenham played really well in their one. Chelsea, you'd say, were a bit lucky, but I think Chelsea will improve. They're still going to invest in the transfer window. We know they got a really good manager there. Tottenham, Southampton did go ahead in that one. I was hoping they might pull off an upset there, but it wasn't to be. Tottenham were too strong for them in the end. What are your thoughts about them two teams?
Yeah, Tottenham and have made some good signings. You can see the likes of Bissouma, the likes of I think the likes of Bissouma along with Foster, and they have also signed Richarlison. They do have a decent team, and do have a great manager as well. Because Antonio Conte is a serial winner. You have seen him winning at Chelsea, and then going back to Inter and giving and winning league title there as well. So you can see that the manager they have is a great one. He's a world class manager. There is no doubt in that, and they are going to improve in terms of the, what they were last season. But I think, if you tell me about Chelsea, they have had a dodgy transfer window this season. You could see Barcelona snatching two of their players that they wanted, namely Rafinha is one of them, and Julius Kounde as well. So yeah, they're going to struggle. I think they were not at their best against Everton, because I think it was pretty much, just scraping at the end for Chelsea. But yeah, Tottenham look a good team, but I think we are going to be fine. We are going to be fine. I'm not too much concerned about them, because I just want to concentrate about the way on us, because it's the way we play that matters. Let them get whatever result they want, because at the first thing that we have to do is that we have to win our games. We have to perform well. We'll have to be consistent and get results against the bigger so-called top teams like Liverpool and Man City, because you have to agree that Liverpool and Man City are far away from the rest of the pack, and we have to bridge the gap, close the gap down. And I think the process that Arteta has been promising us is looking like that it is going to be fruitful, and I hope that we make the right steps to make it fruitful and make it possible.
Yeah, bro, for sure. Let's hope so. it's looking really positive for us, but we know how competitive the league is. And looking at Man City, wow. I was watching the game against West Ham. Haaland looks like one hell of a player. There was all that talk about would he adjust to the Premier League? And he's hit the ground running. I was always confident he's going to do really well here. I said I think he'll be the top scorer, and I think he's going to be a big reason why they're going to go on to win the league quite comfortably and possibly do well and win the Champions League as well. So, what are your thoughts on Man City and Haaland?
Outstanding, you can see the reputation that the guy brings, and it's what you can see it reflects on the pitch as well. He was outstanding and against West Ham. Apart from the goals, the way he was in the box, he's an absolute menace for defenders, and it showed that he's a world class player. And City, I still believe that Liverpool may sneak in because City have lost three of their biggest players. They have lost the likes of Jesus, Sterling, and Zinchenko. And on the other hand, Liverpool have lost only one in Mane. So I think City still needs some depth there. They may not they may will be feeling that void in going into the season. But still, I think it will be a hard fought season. But for both Liverpool and Manchester City, if they are the two front runners to get the title. But yes, City look outstanding. You have to say that they are obviously one of the best teams in Europe, and I can't say about Champions League, but they are one of the front runners for Premier League title this season.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the title race goes. And also, what was very interesting to see was the Amazon All or Nothing documentary. We've been waiting for it. We knew it was due out last week. They released 3 episodes. We saw some of the trailers. It seemed quite explosive, and now we actually got to see the actual thing. And for me, it was nice to see a different aspect that us as fans don't get to see. So, what goes on in the training ground, what goes on before games, during games, after games. It was really nice to see that side. See Arteta as well. He really had a difficult start, and the way he handled it last season was amazing. And you can see he loves his job. He loves the players. He's got a lot of faith in them. So, yeah, what was your thoughts on for All or Nothing?
I think it was good. It was good. I was initially skeptical. I still am skeptical. I really don't, give into this concept of, getting, getting, doing these documentaries in the dressing room, which I do believe sometimes exposes the inner things and all. But still, it was a good watch because you can see on the hindsight, on the other side, you can see the way they prepare, the way they do things, in the way they train, the way they really feel after win or lose, the way the manager prepares the players. So yeah, it was a decent work. I think still 5 episodes are going to come, but the only thing is that had we qualified for the Champions League, it would have been a blockbuster. So yeah, that is the only problem. That is the only sad thing that I think that had. I wish we had also qualified for the Champions League. So I think that would have been super. That would have been an outstanding climax as, if we could have. But yeah, it's decent. Though I had a good watch. The 3 episodes. I think it's good because you can see clearly the way the Arteta prepares the team for before the match with all his drawing board work and all this different approach to motivate players. That heart and brain thing that he drew was something very innovative and something very admirable because it really it there is a, if a manager can inspire his players the way Arteta does, I think that is one of the biggest positives because of Arteta because we may say he has a lot of flaws. We know that he's inexperienced. I criticize him regarding his man management skills and where things could have been better. regarding some players, but I have always said that he has some outstanding, some amazing qualities in as a manager, that he knows how to motivate a player. He knows how to make a player play for him, because as I was saying last season repeatedly, that I do believe, I do have a sense, I do sense that this bunch of players want to play for their manager. And I think the way Arteta has implemented his system, implemented his vision in the players is quite outstanding and quite admirable. And I hope we get all this season. I hope the nothing is of the past. I hope from this season onwards, all should be our motto. All championships, all the titles. I hope the nothing, from nothing to all, we get all.
So, bro. So let's look ahead now to this weekend's fixtures. We got Leicester at home. Normally, you would say that's quite a tricky game, but the way Leicester were last season, they were
Yeah,
much poor compared to.
even this season, you saw the opening game. They were comfortable 2-0 lead, and then Brentford, out of nowhere, scoring 2 goals and getting a point at Leicester Stadium. At what is the name of the stadium? What is the name of the Leicester
King
Stadium?
Power.
King Power. Yeah, the King Power. So you can see there is a real lack of quality or lack of depth, whatever game management skills in Leicester. And I think at home, being the first game of the season at the Emirates, I think a win is obviously what we expect. We have to get 3 points, and yeah, I think we're gonna get 3 points given the quality that we have on the pitch.
Okay, let's look at our lineup now. So we know Tommy Yasu's back in training. He played the first half in the under 23s game, but I think maybe it's a bit too soon to get him back in. Same with Teeny, he's not in much of a pre-season. So would you look to keep it as it was against Crystal Palace, or would you make
Absolutely,
changes?
absolutely. I'm gonna go with the same team, because let's not just break this momentum. Because I think we went with the same team against Sevilla in the Emirates Cup, and then we followed it up with the same team against Crystal Palace, and I think Arteta is going to continue with the same team against Leicester as well,
Okay,
unless any unforeseen things happen, because if something, or probably if any injuries or something that happens, I think otherwise we're going to go with the same team.
okay, cool. So what's your correct score prediction?
I'm gonna go with 4-0, 4-0 to Arsenal, 4-0.
That would be amazing. Let's hope we can win and win comfortably like that. So let's look at a couple of other fixtures. There's the big one between two of our rivals on Sunday. Chelsea are playing against Tottenham. Your thoughts on that one?
Chelsea are playing at home at Stamford Bridge.
Yes.
I think it will be a tricky game. I think still it will be a good game, because Conte will be going back to Chelsea as well. And I hope Chelsea are going to get a victory. I think Chelsea are going to win, or it will be a draw.
Okay, and Man United, as we say, we hope they continue to struggle. They got a difficult game because we know Brentford are a hard team to play at their ground. We saw it ourselves last season. We saw Brentford in many other games against the bigger teams play really well at home. So it's going to be a hard one for Man United. If Saturday evening kickoff, it'll be an intense atmosphere. They seem to be struggling with unity there, new tactics of a new manager, the
Exactly.
whole Cristiano Ronaldo thing. How do you think that one's going to go?
I think I'm gonna go with the word that you say, the unity. I think the United team has always been disjointed. We have had some poor seasons ourselves in the last 3 4 years, but I haven't had any chance of seeing that there is any disjointment in our squad, any disharmony. But the United squad always looks a bit disjointed. And given the Cristiano Ronaldo saga that has been going on for this window, for this summer, I think it is more of that in the team now. And with the new manager and all these things, I think this is going to be a lot more difficult to handle. And I think Brentford's gonna get a result, because either Brentford's gonna win or they're gonna draw. But I don't see this United team getting a result at Brentford, given though how depleted they are. They lack ideas, they lack qualities, they lack inspiration. So I don't think they're gonna get a victory. I think they're gonna get at most a draw. or Brentford are gonna win.
Okay, yeah, I think same wave. We're really going to struggle there, and I see Brentford winning that one, so that'll be really good. So yeah, excited for the weekend. Excited to see on Thursday the next episodes of All or Nothing. Looking forward to speaking to you next week about
Yeah.
hopefully a nice, comfortable win for us. Thanks for your time, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
So that's all from us. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share.